stuff in my head anyway. But if you'd like to get the presentation, just hit me up later on. Stop by the booth, something like that. I'll take an email. Just to introduce myself, my name is Phil Ross, and this is George Corso, and we're from the Body Bell Method. The Body Bell Method has a unique distinction of not only carrying continuing education credits for ACE, NASM, SCW, AFAA, AAAI, a whole bunch of other personal training organizations. But what we do have is something these other ones don't. We are recognized by the State of New Jersey Board of Physical Therapy for continuing education for doctors of physical therapy. Additionally, we just got registered with ICE, not the border. although maybe they can use a little kettlebell training, I don't know. It's the Institute for Continuing Education, so chiropractors also can get continuing education from us. The thing is, I'm dropping a new book, and definitely come by the booth to see us. This will be my 5th book I put out. It's for book by dummies, books for dummies. It's for managing back pain. I enlisted a good friend of mine who's a very well-known neurosurgeon, Dr. Pat Roth. He wrote the book, The End of Back Pain, which he used my exercises for it. We collaborated and put out this book. It'll be available in October this year, but they're doing pre-orders now. But the methodology that we have not only helps you with your back pain, shoulder pain, but obviously gets you in great shape. Just a little bit more on this. I was part of the team that trained SEAL Team 6. I've trained many other law enforcement, like New Jersey State Police, Bergen County, whatever, as well as local. And then we've also done a lot of athletes. I trained NFL teams and trainers for them. So it's a wide array. But where I get my most enjoyment? I'm working with regular people who use this to make their lives better. If you see what the shirt says, it says, live better longer. That's our goal here through our system, is to help people live better longer. Nothing that makes me happier than to see a woman says, hey, I'm picking up my grandchild, or move my kid around, or hey, I'm going up 2 flights of stairs with my groceries, no problem. These are the stories you like to hear, and this is what our main goal is, right? So we're going to see what's going on there.
At least it's up.
Yeah. So, hey, yeah. Great job. Excellent. Oh, look at this. Now we can actually go through this. Okay, here's a whole bunch of stuff about my background. I do have black belts in 4 systems of the martial arts. I was a very competitive player. I was a Division I athlete in college, and I just decided to keep going. And the things that we address with the Body Bell Method, right? We have our 5 components of fitness. Right? We have a cardiovascular component. It's funny, we were just discussing that with a woman outside, saying, God, she was just sweating for quite some time after doing her first kettlebell workout, because the thermogenic effects of training with this methodology, honestly, in my opinion, is unmatched. And I come from a pretty diverse background. Being a former combat athlete, I was also an elite level power lifter. I won bodybuilding competitions. So I've been in this for a long time. I found this like 20 years ago to just be incredibly beneficial. I mean, heck, I was banged up for many years from doing sports, combat sports, and heavy lifting and so forth. And then I found the kettlebell training like 20 years ago, and after doing it for 5 years, it enabled me to go back on the mat. And at 48 years old, I won one of the biggest tournaments in the country, the Battle of the Beach down in Wildwood. And I submitted. I was 48. I submitted a 25-year-old in the finals. So I had 5 fights in 1 day. So I'm like, this stuff works. So I say I'm bringing it out to everybody. So if you see, I've written a few books, and I have a lot of videos out. And I also have a YouTube channel. Definitely go check it out. I have over 1,000 videos on it. But We also hit our muscular fitness, strength, endurance, explosive power, right? And you know that when we get that explosive power, I mean, that helps us dramatically with our everyday tasks. Flexibility, mobility. I put those together because you need to be flexible and mobile. You want to be able to move through the full range of motion, and this system does help with that. Body composition, obviously, does help burn fat. And then neuromuscular fitness, because we have that mind-body connection. Because there are a lot of balance exercises involved here. So we are working on our balance as well. Very little equipment is needed. That's the whole thing. I mean, if you have a pull-up dip station, one of these dowels, a jump rope, and some kettlebells, boom, you're off to the races. This is all you need. And you can even get away with just having this, a jump rope, and kettlebells. Here it's like a bunch of stuff. We're certified by it. Okay, so geared toward women. Guys, you're all welcome out. It's movement's movement. But the thing is that what we want to do here is really try to give you something to empower you. How does it feel when you're strong?
Very confident.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
I say, strength is a choice. So is weakness. You choose to be strong or weak. It's up to you. Are you going to get up? Are you going to get up every day and hit the gym? Or are you going to do your workout? When you get up in the morning, what's the first thing that you do? Does anybody have dogs or cats? What does your little friend do every time he gets up? First thing.
Well, I feed her and then I let her out.
Well, what does she do? First thing.
Stretch.
Yeah,
Oh,
stretches.
yeah.
Right. Get up and stretch. Right? How come we don't do that? Why don't we do that? I was just on a national TV show 2 weeks ago for 10.5 minutes talking about what you should be doing with your daily day, right? Why aren't you up in the morning and why aren't you getting up first thing and stretching? Move your body, get it going. Hey, you know what I do? Could I put the timer on my coffee? Sure. You can tell where I'm from by the way I say coffee. Could I do that? Oh, 100%. But you know what I do? I don't. So I get up, put the coffee on, I stretch. By the time the coffee's done, I already started on warm-up. I already stretched out. So I can kickstart my day that way. So it doesn't take that long, guys. This one workout we're going to do, I have it on, it's called a total body warm-up. It's with the bow staff. I do it every single day. I've been doing it every day for decades. Decades. Okay? So, we're gonna have some fun with that. So, you know what? If you see the back of the shirt, right? Okay. What do we have on that? Okay. Tighten the butt, tighten the gut, right? Neutral spine all the time. Squeeze the rhomboids. What else I say in this one? Okay. Back the shoulders, engage the lats. That one's huge. So, let me take you through a couple of these things, and we're gonna grab our staffs in a minute. But this is just a staff you get at Home Depot, right? I'll tell you a funny story. I had to do a seminar in the fall, and I was doing it through Physical Edge, and the guy recruited me for it to do it. I'm delivering this teaching, and I'm like, well, how many people are going to be there? So I think about 8 or 10. So I contacted the person who was running. No, 17. I'm like, okay. I don't have 17 of these staffs. So what did I do? What do you think I did, Kevin?
The Lowe's went to Home Depot.
I went to Home Depot. Home Depot's right by my house, right? I went to Home Depot, went in the aisle, grabbed these guys, 10 foot, cut them in half with the cutter, threw them back in my truck, and I was off. Okay, that's what we do, right? Because we want to deliver this stuff. So it doesn't take long to get this. It's nothing, okay? But great tool. I can put you through a workout with this and just tear you up. So let's start with the premise that we're operating on here is the neutral spine. Now, I even have it on my shirt, neutral spine all the time. Why is that? Why? Because if you look at our spine, right? Spine goes like this, right? You have the vertebrae all lined up. Now, if you bend and you put pressure on it, bad things happen to the disc. We don't want bad things to happen to our discs, right? So we keep everything in line. And how are we going to do that? We're going to strengthen the erector spinae and the multifidi. What are they? The erector spinae go from here all the way down, and the multifidi are the smaller muscles that connect to the three vertebrae. So we want to contract those, we want to strengthen those, we want to make those strong. If they are not strong, you're not creating a stable environment. And then you hear me say, tighten the butt, tighten the gut. Hey, everybody, just stand up for a minute, please. Now, when I say squeeze your butt, I want you to squeeze your own. Not the person next to you, okay? So, tighten the butt, tighten the gut, pull those ribs down. Feel this. What do you got here? This is called your cylinder of power. That's what we need to develop, right? And now I pack my shoulders, engage my lats. Holy cow. Good. Excellent. Let's all grab a staff. By the way, this training is for you guys. If you have a question, please just ask. Or George. These lessons are pretty fast. I said you're not All right, so here, what we want to do is contact those three areas in the back, right? The back of the head, thoracic, and the coccyx. Maintain that position all the time, because here's what we want to do. What do we want to do? Always want to go farther, right? I'm going real far. Oh, guess what? I just lost it. No bueno. Here, coccyx, thoracic, head. So what I do is I actually actively pull myself back into this. Slight bend to the knee. You only need to bend your knees enough to get a hip hinge. Pull back and pull back like you're trying to sit into a chair. That's too far behind you. And here. Maintain the neutral spine all the time. Good. Keep it on your head, on your coccyx. If you don't feel it in one of those spots, you're doing it incorrectly, and you need to change. So do 10 reps there. Excellent. You feel it?
Guys, this is an important move because this is the basis of where your kettlebell swing is starting and finishing. Right? This is where a lot of your kettlebell exercises are coming from this hinge. So you have to master this. We don't want to get into that American style swing when we're going into that squat and then load the spine with the kettlebell. We want to be able to follow the energy of the bell. So you got to master this position first.
Good, excellent. So the next movement from here, we take the staff and we put it across our back. Now, what we want to do is we want to make sure that we have tension to our whole body. Okay, so we're going to keep our head still. The head is facing forward. Tighten the butt, tighten the gut, squeeze, pack the shoulders, right? My eyes are forward, my head stays forward, and I just twist side to side. Oh, keep forward. Keep your head right. Keep the head still. Rotate around the spine. Don't move the head. You don't want to rotate the head. So hold on, hold. Keep the head still. Yeah, keep the head still, like don't move.
Oh, so need that.
You feel that, right? Squeeze, get that tension in there. Tighten the butt, tighten the gut. Big guy, maybe you want to slide up a little bit.
Squeeze the glutes, line out the legs.
You guys can move up. You can move up. I brushed my teeth in the shower this morning. The whole thing. It's okay. I don't bite. I just nibble. Good. All right. Now, right from here. Now we're gonna go side to side. Again, tighten up. The thing is, this is active. It's not passive. We're not just going like this, like la da 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 da. No, we're dialing in, putting at least 20% tension in here, and squeeze side to side. Tighten that butt. Tighten that gut. Ribs down, squeeze it. Good. And now we're going to do a thing called a reach back, okay? So take this hand, go, the high hand reaches back, scoop, like you do a backstroke. The other way. There you go. That's it. Keep that gut and butt tight. Squeeze it. Go the other way. Backstroke. Yeah, there you go, backstroke. Nice. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Slight bend to the knees too. We need a bigger room. You should know how popular I am, please. All right, so next one we're going to do, watch this from the side. So remember that whole neutral spine that we just did? So we're going to employ that again here. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. If you want, you can just open the door. And bend the knees slightly, right? See what I just did? I assume that bottom position that we're at with our neutral spine, and then we twist. Side to side, head is still rotating around the spine. Try to keep the head still. Yeah, try to keep that head still. Squeeze. This is not a fast motion. We want to feel every inch of this. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Don't worry about having, try to remember this, because it's on my YouTube channel.
He's had his knees bent, and you did this with your legs a lot straighter.
Remember the guy with a 5-degree bend, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got baggier pants on.
Good. Now we're going to lock the knees on this one. So you want to feel those kneecaps up into your quads. Tighten the butt, tighten the gut. Pull the hips back. And you should feel that stretch. Now, if you're going too far and bending your back and losing that integrity of your spine, you will not feel the stretch very quickly. So I'm already feeling it right here. Squeeze that spine. Squeeze that back. Pack those shoulders, engage the lat. This is critical to develop for kettlebell training. Good squeeze, good squeeze. Good. So now we want the shoulders. Here, again, we want to put some type of tension in here, okay? So, watch what happens. Watch what happens to my chest. Boom. What happened? Pop. Engaged, right? Everything engaged. Boom. Lock the elbows. Head is tall. Pull on the stack. And lift, 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 lift. Good. Elbows locked and down. Lock the elbows. Lock them. Keep them locked. Pack the shoulders. No shrugging. No shrugging. Back. And pull, 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 pull. Susie, where's Mike? I'm making you push. Up, squeeze, and down, down. I never go below the belly button here because you start to lose tension when you go there. And here. Good. Now hold it up here. Arms are locked. And side to side. Good. So we do 10 there, and here we do 20. Now this one, the tendency is to go like this, but you don't want to do that. It's a very small movement. 20 each side. Like you're going down a pipe.
Looks like a weapon.
That's next week's training. Good. Now, as opposed to pulling out, what we're going to do now is push in. Palm up, palm down. Tighten the butt, tighten the gut. Again, we're taking advantage of creating this full body tension every time we're using the stick, right? Every time we're using it, take advantage of it. So, tighten up. Push in. Lock those elbows. Vertical, horizontal. Good. Chin.
Are you locking knees or soft knees?
My knees right now are locked. So I'm not doing a hip hinge. If I'm doing a hip hinge, I'll have a soft knee. If I'm not doing a hip hinge, I'll have a locked knee. Why? On a hip hinge, I want to have the soft knee so I can pull myself back. Otherwise, I'm just doing a hamstring stretch.
Yeah.
But sometimes you want a hamstring stretch. Good. Now here, this one, we're gonna roll the wrist, chest is tall. And I squeeze, I pull apart. Roll and squeeze. That's it. Keep the head tall, neutral spine all the time. Keep those eyes level, head level. Squeeze. Try to pull that apart. Now the next one here, a little bit different. People have a tendency to shrug on this one, but we're not. We're going to bend our elbows, squeeze those together, pull the hands apart. So it looks like this. So there's no shrug at all. It's here. I pull and squeeze. If you don't know where your rhomboids are, you're going to find out. And here. And then we're going to do a cool little experiment after this. Excellent. Okay. This one is actually directly from FMS testing. That's familiar, functional movement screen. I'm a functional movement specialist too. Great program. But here, boom, boom. See where it is? My arms are level with my ear. Okay? And I want to lock it out. Everything's locked out. And I pull myself down. And up. Pull myself down. And up. So you want to keep that as straight as you can. So those are very comfortable shoes. I hate them. Well, why don't I like them? I don't like the Hoka brand. No, it's a good brand. But what's the problem? It's too thick. Yeah. Yeah, don't have the contact with the floor. You want to take advantage of the proprioception that you get. That's why usually I'm barefoot. But we have that foot coverings here. Okay. But I wear like these hike footwear. Wish they would sponsor me. You hear that? So here, just put this stack down for a second. So we all know where our rhomboids are, right? We found them. Squeeze them together. And now bend forward with a hip hinge. What a beautiful sight. Come on up. What didn't everyone do? No, everyone did it right. None of that, no rounding. What about your low back? No rounding your low back either, right? When you engage those rhomboids, you have to think about rounding your low back, don't you? If I just go like this, I squeeze my rhomboids, I go like that, I'm going to maintain that neutral spine position. Tuck that away. It's awesome. Okay, guys, I think we're actually done with the stats. Yeah, we're done with the stats. Put those away. Ready?
Okay, so reverse of this.
Okay. This is a kettlebell. What did we say? Here is the base, there's the bottom, there's the horns, there's the handle. That's all you need to know. That's it. It's basically a handheld gym. So this is a fantastic exercise. Bless you. How many people have shoulder issues? Right? Most people have shoulder issues, right? This particular exercise is incredible. You would not know that. Was it a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
I had my shoulder completely redone. I had a rotator cuff, labrum tear, bone spurs, and then partial bicep tendon. Yeah, I mean, I beat the crap out of myself for that. Finally it just said, hey, F you, I'm going. Okay? But what I did was I tracked the rehabilitation for 16 weeks and I put it up on YouTube. So guys, if you look at it, use it, right? It works. This is a staple exercise called the arm bar. We have Boston people here, so we had a Boston person here before.
We should have.
Oh, she was decent. Cool.
Yeah.
I'd say it for her, like, arm bar. So here's the arm bar. Now, it's incredible for developing the stability of the shoulder as well as mobility in my thoracic, and it helps open up the hip. So I'm here, I roll, I press. Now, this is where people get a little gitchy. They go like this and like this. No bueno. Boom. Knuckles to the ceiling, the wrist is straight. And so, oh, it hurts my wrist. Well, here's what's gonna happen. Y'all like to have bone density, don't you? You want that? Kind of important for women, especially, right? Osteoporosis, osteopenia, right? You want to stave that off? Well, layer up the muscle, layer up the bone here. This is gonna help you develop it, okay? And you don't go heavy on these. I don't go heavy on these. I don't go heavy because I want to work on the intrinsics, the support muscles. I don't want the prime movers to take over. Because if I'm going super heavy on this, they're going to take over, not my intrinsics. And I want to work on the support ones. So right here, wrist, elbow, shoulder, everything's packed. Reach this hand up, put this leg over. Now right from here, I turn my palm. This one I'll walk up as high as I can go. And you see how much I get my hip over? Oh, this is so awesome. I do these at least once a week in my program. Now, I'll try to leave my foot here as long as possible. And then I bring it back. And then over. Turn. Relax, relax, relax. Creep up, creep up, creep up. So I actually get both shoulders, right? And then I come back. See how protected here? Do not do this. Okay. No. We're here to help our shoulders, not harm. So this hand comes over, right? Pull into my shoulder, my fetal position. Extend. Press. Roll. Now, I'll show the other side. Now, notice how I move this kettlebell. I'm either going to bring it around my head, like this, or look cool. So, I don't want to do that, right? It's more fun. So I'm here. Boom. I'm not showing the other side. Right? Just making sure. Can't tell my left and right. Oh, when you teach a lot, so I'm always doing mirror image. Which is right, which is left. So, I can tell because the tiger's on the right, the dragon's on the left. So I walk it up. This feels so awesome. I'm back to it. And I roll it down. Up and open. And that is the other part. So here's what we're going to do. There's some smaller kettlebells there, some bigger ones underneath here. We're going to pair up. Why? One, because it's not enough. And two, because you want to learn the cues. Remember, learn, do, teach. That's how we get good at things. Okay, so we're going to do 5 repetitions each side. Okay, and we'll switch off around the house. Oh wait, guys, remember, I'm a coach first and foremost. So what do we do as a coach? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that was terrible. Let's do it again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! All right, good. I like that.
You want to pair up for this? Brad.
Yep, Kevin.
Nice to meet you.
My pleasure, man.
All right.
Do you
I'm
go
gonna
back
grab
to
some.
fetal position each time? Do you go back to fetal
Reverse.
Sure.
All right, so you're in fetal position, right? You go over on your back. Lock out your wrist. You're gonna roll on your, if you keep this down, right? And then you roll on your side. Yeah. Reach it up with your left arm. Or you want to try to bring this hip so it's down. Bring your right hip so it's down on the ground. And then reaching it. Is this correct?
Oh yeah, baby. See that? Yeah.
That's how you hold it. And then knees together, go back to a fetal position. Try it again.
Basically, rotating around the ground.
Make sure you lock it. Makes me feel like I'm sticking to
Right or left side?
Okay, guys. I try to make it. Okay, you're doing awesome. Just want to fix one little thing here. Okay, people have a tendency to do this, have a tendency to open up the feet too wide. Keep them together. So here, from here, boom, press. I don't want to come like this. I want to come like this. See how I can get my hip down this way? If I'm here, I can't really get my knee down. Here, I can get all the way over.
So feet closer together.
Okay, good.
Yeah, there you go.
There's rhythm in the bank.
Maybe like groups would grow up to the next level. Like what something I live in yes. As a kid, it was
My foot. And I was reaching.
Where you from?
Savannah, Georgia.
Okay. I love Savannah. Miami.
Alright, okay.
Great job. Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
Okay, next thing we're gonna work on. Guys did awesome on that. How do you like that arm bar? Guys, the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna delve into the kettlebell swing. Okay? So, kettlebell swing. You know, I talk about, and people may hate me for this, and I don't care. Like the American swing, there's no such thing. You know, I did that years and years ago, and I took it out of my program, and 100% doesn't make sense. Why? I will tell you. Okay? Because most people do not have the combination of strength and mobility in the thoracic region to go overhead with both hands like this. Most people don't. I do a simple test. Okay? Simple test is this. Go down the floor like this, and if you can do this, yeah, okay. How many people can do that? Not too many, right? You shouldn't be
The
going
last
overhead.
one. No.
You shouldn't be, and you know, there's plenty of other things that we can do to go overhead and being 100% safe, right? What do we have? We have snatches, you know, presses, you have the windmills, there's so many other things to go overhead with. Why compromise yourself like that? And the other thing is the trajectory of the bell, of the power, is forward, not upward. It's forward. And think about this. If you pat your shoulders and engage your lats, how can the bell go up there?
yeah.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So, a bell, swinging a bell, to me, I call it like elegant violence. So, what you want to do is you want to, so watch. Okay? So here, this bell's like kind of small for me, but it's okay. So here, hike it. Okay, so elegant violence, right? Okay, that's what we want to develop, that explosive power. We'll talk about getting your cardio component. Do a bunch of those. And I'm going to teach you something today that we're going to be able to do. String a bunch of them together. And it's awesome. So, what are we doing here when we're doing our swing? I'm rooting with the floor, right? That's why
Okay.
because the thing also what's going to happen to when you have too high of a grade, you go into, and I'm not taking advantage of the proprioception. I want to dial in, like my feet, I'm rooted with the floor. If you ever work with any, top deadlifters, anybody work with any of those guys? I mean, I'm actually personal friends with the godfather of American powerlifting. If anybody, has been into that, the bodybuilding world, they know Marty Gallagher. guys, a good buddy of mine, guy's 75 years old, still can deadlift 450 pounds. I know, right? Most people 75 can't even get up. You know, this guy is incredible. So, you know, you work with these guys, they feel like their feet are burning into the floor when they're grounding and rooting with the floor, right? So we want to root with the floor, bring the kneecaps up into the quads, right? Tighten the butt, tighten the gut, create that cylinder power, pack the shoulders, engage the lats, and boom, trajectory comes out. And the top of my swing looks like what, right? Plank, right? So that's what we want to achieve there. Now, again, I will say this again. If I go over my head, can I pack my shoulders and engage my lats at that level? No, it's not going to happen. So, when we're doing this, I'll tell you, over years and years of doing this, I found the best way to start any ballistic exercise is like this. With the bell here, whether it's one hand, two hand, whatever it is. My bell is here on the edge. Why? Because I have the handle lined up, right? I'm already pre-setting my hips. I'm preparing myself for my backswing. The backswing is the most important part. You want to get elbow deep. Elbow deep. You don't want a short swing. And the funny thing is, when we go up and weight, remember it's tuck this way. Because when we go up and weight, we tend to say, oh, I'll swing it a little shorter. Well, guess what? You just made it harder. Because you're going to stretch your low back out, right? Because now you're going to open up here at the top. Hey, guess what happened? Oh, all that stress is going here. I want to, boom, be here. Cylinder power. Right? So, first one is a dead start. So on the dead start, what we do is we reset every time. Especially when you have a new client that's going to do that with. Do the dead start. I'm here. Hike it. Pop. Come down. Hike. Pack the shoulders, engage the lats. I'm looking at the horizon. I'm looking at the floor right about there. Here. Pop. Here. Here. Pop. And think about this, and this is what's really cool when you're training. Every time you put your hand on a bell, it's an opportunity to get better. Every time I'm grabbing stuff, my rep's gonna be better this time. I'm doing it right now. I want to get better every day. So, take advantage of this opportunity, right? Dial it in, and we're going to, I'll show you, you probably want a little bigger bell than that. Yeah.
Are you bell bullying?
Yes, I'm bell, bigger bell. And that's you know, the thing is, this different one's over here too. The thing is, if you're using too light a bell, here's the problem.
I'll get it back whenever you want.
Oh, you got it. Unless he makes us do
Yeah, the armbar again, yeah.
So, guys, just to let you know, when you do, if you're too small of a bell, two things happen. One, you're not taking advantage of the bell itself and the technique and what you're going to get from it. Two, people tend to use their arm, the muscle,
More heavy one.
the muscle up in your arm. If you go ahead and
this little one right here?
and the thing is, if you are using a lighter bell, there's a certain premise that we operate on. You know, there's three types of kettlebell movements, right? You have the grind, the ballistic, and the mobility. The first one we do is a mobility exercise. This one we're doing is a ballistic. Ballistics, if you want to make them harder, you go faster. Grinds, you want to make them harder, you go slower. So the next exercise we'll do is the grind. We'll get to that. So, right from here, we're going to, also guys, here's the thing too. We're talking about kettlebell safety. Kettlebell safety. You want to make sure of your target and beyond.
Similar or different?
What's in front of you? So if this thing slips out of your hand and slams into somebody, it's not good. I'm gonna have you face this way. Okay? And also what we do is we're gonna get a partner, get us a partner to check. So we're gonna partner up and we're gonna face out. I don't want anyone in the path of the kettlebell. Okay? So watch one more time and then we'll go around. So we're gonna turn around so we don't launch a kettlebell on someone because these things can fly. I've been there. And I'll tell you, the times I'm glad I always stood to the side. I'm like, whoa, yeah. Okay, so just to review this real quick. We're here. I hike the belt, hike, pop, come back. Here, nice and controlled. Hike, pop, come back. Okay, I know that you're from England and you're fancy. You want to have, we want to these out. You want to have it all before we rip it out.
You should elegant.
So here, pop, back. Good. Okay, so let's get with the part. And did you hear that you don't hear my bell hit the ground? Watch. Pop. So you want to be in control.
Guys, one thing, I know people, a lot of people do this. So there's two things you gotta do with your kettlebell swing. One, make sure you have that standing plank position. You gotta lock the legs out. So a bunch of people doing this. The second thing you'll see is when the bell's too light, you're gonna go here. You have to be in a hot, intimate, sexual relationship with your bell. Get it into your business. Okay? You gotta have it close. Into your business, come up, in your business, back down. Get close, get in there. All right.
This way.
Go first.
So on that back swing technique, the second one you want to go back.
You just can't help
I
it.
can't help it.
Ah, there you go. Nice. Pop it. Pop. Back. Now on that second back swing, go back just as deep. Nice. Okay. So the shoulders, hold on a second, grab it here. Here, hold it. Yep, pack those shoulders. Pack those shoulders. I see you get around there.
Nice. He's got good squat. Good strong legs. I think you can power. It's really good. Try my baby. Still can't get my fingers.
I like it with the stop in between. We don't usually do that.
No.
Kind of forces you to let it go.
Yeah, man.
I didn't realize he was alive. I thought he was just really So we're all in this.
Right? I got to
It's okay. We're here to It's like, am I doing it right? Not really using momentum.
Actually, of course you can.
Yeah, it definitely drives me out.
Okay, good.
Great job.
All right, guys, I'm going to questions. I want everyone
It's
here.
not cardio.
That's how you jump. Now, if you're
Okay, we'll keep on to the next one. So, All right, so now we're gonna do multiples. Here's where you can get some real good rhythm. Okay? This is when you get a really good cardio component. So remember that we're doing not only the eccentric, but the concentric, right? Eccentric on the extension, concentric when we're hiking that bad boy back. And you want to really slam that down, okay? Real forceful. So I'm going to pop up and pop down, pop up and pop down. You'll notice my breath. Never do I fully inhale or fully exhale. Why? I want to do some measure of compression, okay? I'm going to breathe in through the nose and exit the mouth. Why do we breathe in through the nose? Try this. Open up the mouth, go like this. Right? So good. Now go like this. Go. We get more power. You ever see a buck? No, probably not too many hunters in here. You see a buck? Right? Okay. Snorting. Okay. So you want to get that compression. So you're going to get that compression when you breathe in through the nose into the diaphragm. So now we're going to do our swing. Notice that I've had people come in when I ran a studio for like 34 years, and people come in and say, "Oh, I do swings all day," and they sit there like this. I'm not doing swings. Swings are meant to be done explosively. Right? So I'm going to slam this up and slam it down. I want you to all have that feeling too. I mean, it'd be nice to have 3 hours a day to work out. How many people have 3 hours a day to work out? Not too many of you, right? So I want to go in, out, boom, on to my next thing. So that's what we're going to do here. So we're going to coach each other up. Eccentric, concentric. Eccentric, concentric. Slam that bell and have some fun. So 10 reps, change, 10 reps, change. And we're going to do 2 sets of this week first. Okay? Got it? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice.
All right, ready? Yeah, go ahead. No, you go. Oh, I'm going to stand up.
Just smile all the time. Lock those knees, lock those knees. Keep you from also bending your knees too much. Remember, you want to have your, remember that thing called analog clocks? Okay, you want to have your head at 10 and your tail at 4. Okay, you don't have to be 9 and 3, but 10 and 4. Look, this is an athletic position, right? Like pickleball, stuff like that. Basketball, wrestling, whatever. Second base. This is where you want to be. Okay? Right. 10 and 4. All right? Okay, again at 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. Keep going. extend, slam, extend.
A little high on that last one.
And don't need to do it like
Okay, you guys doing awesome. Everybody get to go? Okay, next one, guys. If you didn't get to go, don't worry about it. Kettlebells will be here all day. All right, so next thing we're going to do is a one-arm swing. Okay? Now, one-arm swing, people tend to twist. You don't want to twist. One of the cool things about the kettlebell is the offset training. The offset training makes me, really dial in my stabilizers. Okay, so I want to make sure that I'm moving both my hips same time, shoulders same time, even though I have the weight in one hand. So everything else is the same. I'll hike it back here, and I bring this hand up. Get used to bringing this hand up. Why? There's two things. One, helps to keep your shoulders square at the top. Two, it's prepping us for the next move, which we bring the hand up. Okay? Always do it. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Then I have consistent, consistency. Well, we're done. Here we go. Hike. Pop! Pop! See, my shoulders are square. Shoulders are square. My lat is packed. I'm flexing my lat. Don't slow so tall. But my lat is flexed. It's flexed the whole time. It's not loose. See? Loose? No, stay there. Keep it there. Keep it there. Keep that thing square. You're going to be flexing that lat the whole time. Is it harder? Yeah. Right? Yeah. But it's right. Because listen, how many people have damaged their lats?
No.
Yeah, thank you. Why? The lat is a huge muscle. Right? The shoulder's only small little muscles, right? Why are you going to stress them out? And as soon as you come out of here, guess what? Just remember that ears are shoulder poison. Keep that. No good. No good. No good. I mean, right? I talk about it in the book too. I say we're going to have an epidemic. We have an epidemic in this country. Right? People are going to be all kyphosis.
That's not the reason.
Yeah. I see kids in their 30s like this. What are you doing? You got underwear all over you. You can't stand up straight. You know? So what we're going to do is come here, do 5 reps each side. Okay? 1, 5 reps each side. Now, if you have to put it down, you switch. Doesn't make you a bad person. Okay? We're going to teach you to switch. Because we are eventually going to go to the pancake switch or the catch and release. Okay? But 5 each side, coach up, and then 1 to the next one. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Woo! Let's go! Nice. Feel those lats. Do you feel your lats? Are you squeezing? A little less squat. A little less squat. A little less squat. A little less squat. Arch your head, look at the floor, look at the right. Look at the floor, look at the right. Hey. See how you get down deeper? Right? Right?
So more
Hand these body.
more hinge in each squat.
Yes, yeah. Squats are great. We're going to do them next.
You gotta even it
But
up.
not for this. Nice. Back that shoulder. Squeeze that leg. That leg squeeze.
I can't even squeeze that leg. I guess I can.
Don't get to that your other arm. Try never do.
Squeeze that leg.
So 6'4", hop him up. Let's go see this. I didn't bring my other hand. Yeah, it's kind of hard to understand. Hike it back.
Boom. Squeeze. Squeeze. Squeeze.
Nice. Push the hips forward.
Pop. Tight. Good.
That's very explosive. Nice. Powerful. So like South Beach is huge building.
All right, great. Okay, guys. Go look, gotta move on.
Downtown, right where they're doing the
So,
construction right now.
I'll show you the hand-to-hand swing, and then, so we do the hand-to-hand swing, and if you feel, adventurous, I'll show you this combination that we do, okay? Feel free to try it, then we're gonna hit one more thing, we hit the goblet squat before we go to it. Okay, so, here would be the hand-to-hand swing. Two basic ways to change the belt, okay? One way is the pancake flip, like this, right? The other one is the catch and release, like this. The other one is kettlebell flip. Here. Okay, so when I switch, boom, boom. You see how my hand goes to go here because what was I doing before? Bringing my hand up, right? That's the pancake flip. Here's the catch and release. So I kind of pull it off. See this weightless? Hey, pop, pop. Hey, pop, pop. But here, it's weightless, right? That's what I'm going to be. So I'll show you this really cool complex. When you start off, do 5 each side, and then when you get better, go 10 each side. So the first one, it's there's 30 repetitions in it, and obviously if you do double, that would be 60. Double. Here, so I go 5 each side, like this, right? Switch, 5 on the other side. Okay. Hand to hand, 5 each side, right? And then 10 together. Oh, it's just a blast, man. You want to talk about getting your motor running? You do that one, and then if you want to get a little better at it, want a little more endurance, then you go 10 one side, 10 the other side, 10 each side, hand to hand, 20 together. You got 60. Do that for 3 sets. Tell me how you feel. It's 180 swings right there.
5, 5, and then 10 together.
Yes. Okay, so let's give that a try. So you have the hand, feel free to do the whole combo. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Back to shoulders, feel those lats, feel those lats. That was last, a little squat, little squat, little squat. Take it back a little further. That's when you squat, now you squat more.
You want me to squat more?
No, you squat a lot less.
You're gonna hinge more?
More hinge, yes. Squats are great, but we're not doing that. That's it. Pop it up top, pop it, lock it up top, pop it. That's it, pop it. There you go, pop it. There you go. That's it, pop it at the top.
Watch out, hit your head.
Behind you. Come with you. Left hand's coming to the bottom. 2, 3. Good, switch. Come with 10. 6, those perfect. That heel drive, 5. I'm told it is. Like I said, That's really assisting.
All right, excellent. Okay, team. Okay. All right, guys, we only have time for one more exercise today. I want to hit a grind for us. So we have mobility, a ballistics, now we're doing grind. This grind will be the goblet squat. So let me show you the goblet squat. You want to have, again, that neutral spine all the time, right? There's a lot of personal trainers that bring people into squatting. And the first day ever squatting, they put them in a rack and throw a bunch of weight on their back. It's never going to work out good. You have not developed the bracing. You have to develop that bracing. And how do you do that? First check if they can do a bodyweight squat. If they can't do a bodyweight squat, why are you going to load up a poor movement? You're just going to make things a lot worse for you. So what are we going to do? Goblet squat is great for rehabilitation, restorative, plus giving you that foundational strength. So here, hold about here or here. And I pull myself down. It's an active negative. Active negative. I do not drop, I pull. Pull, 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 pull. Notice? No butt wink. Okay? You don't want to do this. If I do that, I've lost my neutral spine, haven't I? Now I've loaded up my back and it's bent, then you're going to head backwards. That's how people wind up. What do we want to do? We want to avoid the issues, right? So lay the foundation. This is a foundational exercise, a goblet squat. So right here, pull, squeeze. Now see I'm squeezing here, not my elbows on the floor here. I'm squeezing. What does that help me do? Does that help me squeeze my wrong ways? Right. So everything's engaged. It's a full body exercise. It's not legs. I pull, 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 pull. Up. Do my compression. Okay, you guys are so great. We're doing that. Just remember on this one though, I don't want to have my feet more than 15 degrees out, okay? Now, the next one would be a bottom-up squat, but on the bottom-up squat, I'm going to have my feet closer together. Okay, I'm going to have my feet closer together, and I'm going to actually hit my glutes a little bit more. And I take the bell, and I'll move it slightly as a counterweight. I'll show you front and side. Okay? So here, I pull myself down.
Let's try that without the bell.
How far are we trying to get the extension?
As far as needed. So you're taller than me. I wouldn't go. Just keep your balance, because that's a counterweight. You're pushing the bell out to be like a counterweight.
So, base is narrow.
You have to go.
Huh?
You have to go.
Stop showing off. Someone, you got me on camera here, man.
When you grab from the bottom table, yes. I get it, but I didn't say it. When you grab the bell from here, you want to grab it at the turn of the horn. Grab it at the turn. Why? I can voice there in my abs. So I'm here, and then I'm not relying on my grip strength to hold it up, right? Because when you go heavier with this, eventually you will. It's gonna be hard to hold that up. And you don't want your grip to crack out. So that's proper. It's called a bottom up squat.
It's for electric so 280 units. Which one? For the residents and guests. So it's a great spot.
It's being a heavy conduit.
Okay, you want to see one more?
Yeah, well,
All right.
it's a luxury condo. We have all kinds of
One more. So we go bottoms up here.
gym,
Now I'll do this. I'm going to do a lunge with this. So I step forward. As I step forward,
If we're looking down, this is for retirement.
And my knee kisses the ground. And again, I grab it from the, like, slide your hands down right in the corner.
That's what we appreciate.
She's fancy.
I know you can't.
She's so fancy.
It's those flat feet I got, man.
Now we're
Well, team, it's all good things must come to an end. Hey guys, we'll have to wrap things up there. Time stamp. So, if you have any questions, you can reach me here. We're here at the booth.
I got one more thing.
I answer emails, small signals, whatever. Guys, I hope you had a great time. And I want to give you guys a hand. Good job, guys.
And don't forget the QR codes on your badges for your eval for the class.
Strength and honor. In this thing.
You get a break, man. It's 45 minutes.